I'm getting ready to face you. You can call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they hover. I mean no disrespect. It's my right to be hellish. I still get.
Hi guys, so today's video is going to be how I do my face makeup, and I include my foundation, concealer, my bronzer, and my blush in this video, but I show you my full face except for the eye makeup and brows. And I also have videos for a smoky eye, which I'll link right there, and I have a routine for my brows and I'll link it right here. So if you guys want to check those out, definitely click to those. I used both drugstore and high-end makeup in this video, and if I use the drugstore version of the product, I will also give you a high-end option, and if I use the higher-end option, or if I use a higher-end product, I'll give you a drugstore option just to make things a little bit more affordable. Keep in mind they're not dupes for each other, they're not exact dupes, but they're kind of similar in my opinion. If you guys want to see how I do my face makeup, then just keep on watching. So on the left is me before foundation and all that good stuff. I have a little bit of discoloration underneath my eyes and also some redness around my nose area, and I also obviously have 2 pimples right there. And we are going to be starting off with foundation, and the 2 that we're going to choose from are the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, which is our higher end foundation, and also the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, and that is our drugstore version. These are both very good for oily skin, but today I went for the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation because I do want it to stay a little bit longer, and this one does last longer than the other one. So I am just going to be adding in 1 drop of the Josie Maran Argan Oil. And if you guys are wondering, since I have oily skin, why am I adding a drop of oil? I actually learned this tip from Goss Makeup Artist. I'll leave his channel down below in the description box, but this tip actually makes your makes your foundation look like skin. It makes it look very, very natural without taking away any of that coverage. So yeah, he has really, really good tips and tricks for people that are really into makeup, so definitely go check him out. And I'm just taking a wet beauty blender, or damp beauty blender I should say, and just dabbing this into my skin. I want to press it and not spread it around because I do want the foundation to stay all day. Don't worry too much about covering those dark circles because we definitely will with our concealer next. So once we're done blending in the foundation, we are moving on to concealer, and I have 2 very good concealers that are very popular here on YouTube. The first one is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and you can find that at any drugstore, and also the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and the one that I'm going to be using is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer since I do want to cover up my dark circles and I want a very full coverage concealer, and I think the MAC one has higher coverage than the Maybelline one, so I'm just taking that one and dabbing this into a triangle formation underneath my eyes just to give it a slight highlight. And this concealer isn't too much brighter than too much lighter than my skin color right now since I'm super pale, but it'll do. And I'm just going to put this also on my forehead and down the bridge of my nose, and then I'm going to be taking a little bit of that Age Instant Rewind concealer and putting this around the sides of my mouth just so that it evens out the brightness around my face. Then, like what you did for the foundation, just take that beauty blender and blend away. So since we don't want any of that foundation or concealer moving throughout the day, we need to set it with a powder. The Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, this one is an actual shade. They do have a translucent one available, so that's a good option. And also we have the Makeup Forever HD Press Powder, and that is the one that I'm going to be using today. And I'm just taking this with a Sigma Tapered Blending Brush, I believe it's called, and just running this underneath my eyes to set all of that concealer. Then to set the rest of my face, I'm just taking a big fluffy brush from Real Techniques and taking this powder and just brushing it over the remainder parts that I didn't get with that tapered blending brush. Now we need to put some color back into my face using some bronzer, and I have 2 different kinds. The first one is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil, which is one of my absolute favorites, and also the Benefit HOOLA Bronzer. And I'm taking the Benefit HOOLA Bronzer today just because the other one isn't opened yet and I didn't want to open it. So I'm just going to be taking a I forgot what brush this was from Real Techniques, but I think it's the face brush. expert face brush. I don't know, I'll leave everything down in the description box below for you guys, but I'm just taking this and putting this in the hollows of my cheeks as well as on my temples and on my forehead to give my face some color, and also putting it on the bridge of my nose to balance out my face. Then I'm taking blush, and I have two different kinds again. First is the NARS Orgasm Blush and also the Milani Rose d'Oro Baked Blush. They're not completely the same, but I think the Rose d'Oro one does a pretty good job of giving me the same effect. So I'm just going to be taking that blush and putting this right above that bronzer and blending it out. I'm not sure if it's the blush that's making it difficult to blend, but it does look like it's a little bit choppy, so I'm just going to be going in with the face brush that I use to set my foundation and blending all of that out. So this next part is completely optional, but I do this every day, and I have to set my makeup with a setting spray. There are two different kinds, the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray, that is our high-end version, and the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray, which is kind of an expensive, low-end drugstore version, I guess you can say, but I really do enjoy the Urban Decay one, so I'm just taking this and spraying this all over my face, and that is pretty much it. That is my completed face makeup. And yeah. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed that video and found it helpful. My next video is actually going to be a Q&A video, so I already asked on my Instagram on this picture to leave you guys, or for you guys to leave me questions to answer in that Q&A video, and I would also like you to leave some questions down below in the comment section in case you guys don't follow me on Instagram. And if you guys do want to follow me on Instagram, I will leave everything linked down below. I also have a Twitter, a Facebook, and a Snapchat that I barely use, but I'm trying to get back on that. So yeah, if you guys want to add me on there, all the links will be down in the description box. Please let me know if you like this video and leave your requests down in the comment section below as well. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
In the clear yet good, saying it's gonna be alright. Got a long list of ex-lovers, and the player's gonna play, play, play. But I've got a blank space, baby, and all you have to do is stay.
Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a Valentine's Day hair tutorial. I feel like I've seen a lot of YouTubers do makeup tutorials this year, so I'm just gonna stick to the hair. And I actually had this in my, or had this hair on